As I was saying, I read this book.
Hi, today I want to share with you the process and what it takes to do an animation like the one I just showed you. It's gonna be fun, we're gonna have some music. Let's dive in. As you know, when you want to animate something, you always have to start by defining what it is you want to animate. I started with just designing a character. The character will be me because I decided to animate myself. And when I was animating myself, I started, thinking, like I did some research online about like that guy right there. I was like, yeah, he looks almost like me, bigger and taller. Hey, don't judge me. This is my dream. I control it. So I, got a little bit of his style, but I did not like his pants and those shoes. So I take the shirt. I took the shirt and I changed the pants because I wanted a little bigger pants. So over there I was doing the hair, and I was like, let me do something like mostly like you can call it like a skeleton, which I can start with and then add stuff. On this one I was actually still probably struggling a little bit with the shirt and the pants and shoes, pretty much everything. But it was fun. I was really having fun, and also I was actually working in a different software that's called Autodesk. Yeah. So after I decided to design like almost a skeleton of me standing, and also I tried to see what would the face look like. What would my face look like? So I had like already a standing pose, which doesn't really mean or say much, but I was like, what would my face look like? I think I found a picture of me was on another screen, and I was looking at it. So I decided to design a little bit of the face up close, and I actually liked it. It was fun. It wasn't really accurately me, but somewhat that looked like me. Yeah, it was fun. Very fun. And after that I saved it, and it was the time for me to do a little bit another pose of my face, looking toward the camera, because the other one was a 3/4 view, and it was also fun. Very fun. One of the things that I actually usually tend to do is that the more I create when drawing, because when you're creating, you sometimes you have like lines and other things that are not the drawing. So I usually tend to dim a little bit the opacity, and I will just go back on top of it and draw over it to make sure that I can actually see clear what is supposed to look like. So and then I went back in Photoshop. I actually got what I would call a standing pose, and almost the character that I wanted. So I think when I got to this point, it was almost what I wanted. It's probably very, very close to who I look like, in my imagination, because I think I found better pants and better shirt, and also you can see my hair and my face is almost accurate. Almost. Over here I was still thinking about what was going to be the color of my style, because I have a very, very sharp style, for those that know me. Hey, don't judge me. Still my dream. I control it. I always It's funny because I always thought I was gonna, as a character, I was gonna look like a superhero, be like a very superhero, you know. So over here, I decided to kind of divide, to have like at least 4 version, and then I can try different colors and see which one I like. I also tend to do that when I'm deciding the color of, and over here, I was trying to save my stuff, so if there is a power issue or anything that I don't. And also, I actually struggled a little bit with shoes. You can see over here, I did not like those shoes. Those shoes didn't really mean much. I was like, I liked my dashiki. I loved the pants that I have on, because I'm always wearing pants with pockets, but the shoes were not okay. I was like, let me just see if I can actually add sneakers. Very simple type of sneakers. And I actually liked them. It wasn't that hard because I just drew one shoes and then I just duplicated and put on the other side, and it was fun. It was fun. It's funny because I actually want to really learn how to draw shoes, because that day I learned that shoes probably might not be my strong drawing skills at the moment. Again, still fun. You did get to learn, and I actually settled on this color. That was but the shoes I will probably change it. And when I was done with the color, I decided to see, now let me give myself a story give my character a story. Let's say, for instance, I was angry and I meant business. Like, let me do what stand would I take to be like, to tell people that I actually mean business. It's like, yeah, say I'm a bodyguard and I'm watching somebody. What would it mean? What would my stand be like? Like just walking and look back. Kind of scary a little bit. I mean, I'm not really a scary person per se, but again, in my dream, I still control it. I can be whatever I want to be. That's the cool thing about being an artist. When I was actually designing this character, it got a little bit hard. I had to go look for some references from time to time, got some books and stuff, but it came out great. I think I like it. If you look at my face, I'm in business, and my arm, I think I could have probably done a little bit of something on my shoulder, but I think I still like it. When I got to this point, I actually changed the shoes. And also I wanted to convey a little bit of a rough, like a sharp turn. And you can see my hair in the back is kind of lagging. It's like more of a kind of story kind of showing. So when I got here, that's what I actually really liked, my dashiki a little bit longer, with my pants and sneakers. I was like, I should probably get somebody to design clothes like this, because I really like them. Again, I was discovering things that it's, what was that? What's actually interesting is that when I decided to design the character, there are certain things I didn't know about myself that I actually found out. It was very interesting. It was still fun though. Very fun. When I was done, actually, I kind of cleaned up the drawing, and clean up everything, and I started doing some adding some color. So I settled on that color. I think I love that color. I had different palettes with like red, but I think that yellow shirt with a gray pants and red, white, and black shoes kind of looked cool. I think kind of looked cool like that. Looked like I could be a dashiki wearing superhero. you know, like the Black Panther. It was fun. I really had fun. So over here, I actually now went in and I actually drew the keys for my animation. I already had the audio. I recorded it before, and I was thinking about the pose because this was going to be a very kind of simple introductory animation where I'm just sitting and I'm looking at the camera and I'm saying something. It's actually a long video that I want to make. It's about character design, but I decided because there's so much I learned and I wanted to share in this just little animation. So here I was drawing the keys. It also actually took me some time. And some of these drawings where I'm actually trying to figure things out because it's a little, I also, all this video I'm gonna kind of, speed up the process so I don't bore you. So in some of these places, I'm just gonna play some music, make it a little interesting. I think I'm not gonna keep also speaking. I'm not really like a good comedian, so I'm probably also boring you. So I'm gonna play some music and it's gonna be better so we can have like a dynamic talk and then some music. All right. Yeah, here I was still struggling with that pose. This pose took me a little bit, some time, but it was fun. I kind of learned how to draw again because that's what happens every time when you are drawing new poses. You find out that you don't know how to draw hands and you have to go do some research or go in a mirror or take pictures of your hands, different positions, so you can actually come back and draw them. That's the fun about drawing. When I got here, actually, I went in, I got a picture from YouTube. I wanted to draw that mic, so I was like, I'm just gonna get a picture and trace it. It was actually easy because I was like, what would it look? I wanted to see what it looked like with a mic, like a podcast, like a YouTube video, because that's actually what it's going to be. It's a YouTube video that I want to do about character design. So I got that mic and I put it in, and I was like, this looks awesome. So that was my first key. This animation actually I only used 2 keys. It was that key right there that you can see, and now you can see with the microphone and the table. But I think when this animation is said and done, I am going to add some other stuff on that table because the table is too empty. But the mic kind of added a little bit of swag and I think it looks pretty much like that guy is doing he's doing a podcast. He's talking about some very, very interesting stuff, like he's talking about inflation and difficult things. Again, it was fun, still fun. Yeah, that's the cool thing about drawing. You can definitely, art can be said, art actually means a lot of stuff. It's great. So over there, I started cleaning up the drawing. I think I was happy with how the drawing looked, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, yeah, that's how I look. That's me, I'm too cool, man. Look at that. Again, don't judge me. Still my dream, and I control it. That's how I look like. With my dashiki, my cool beard, and my dreadlocks. Yeah. Yeah, man. Good things, good things, good things. Having fun. Hope you're having fun. And if you are new to this channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification for more of the animation stuff. And maybe draw some comment if something that you don't agree with or you think I should change, because there's always something to change. This is just a beginning. That's what I feel about every drawing. There's always something to learn, and I think it's always fun. So over here, I decided to save this drawing before something happened and I lose it. That is something that I think we should all do from time to time so you don't lose your drawing. When I was done with this drawing, I kind of spent some time looking at it. I was like, how can I either change it? So, and then I started with a scribble of what would be the other drawing. So I wanted to kind of do a different drawing from that one. I wanted to also, because I'm talking about a book that I read. So I started with a scribble of a drawing pointing at the book. But before I drew it, I was like, I need to make sure that it's not different drawing from the first one that I did. You can see that I put it in the back, kind of dim down the opacity so I can draw it. This one was actually not that fun. This one was difficult because I had to kind of figure out that position a little bit. I had to also go through my anatomy books, because I had to figure out the positions, the neck and the head. I wanted to make sure it's a little balanced. See how like the line of the shoulders and the line of the eyes kind of go a little in opposite side. So it was still fun. Yeah, very fun. And a little difficult. Yeah, more fun. Yeah, I remember those hands, man. Those hands took some time. Because I was thinking about, if you really like what the part of your body that's close to camera has to definitely be bigger. That's why I kind of make them a little bigger. Yeah, and also the head was a little closer than before, than the drawing before. Yeah, more fun and more learning of things I don't know how to do. So you can see I keep kind of correcting certain things, the jaw, the eyes. Yeah, more fun and fun. Because before I was like, maybe he should look at the book, but I'm like, no, probably not. You should probably look in the camera and point at the book. That's what I would do if I was doing the podcast or the YouTube video. So that's how I decided to do it. I kept correcting things because I think I wanted it a little, because I was looking at it from time to time. It would look a little not okay. So I changed some things, and every time I changed something, I actually went back in, dimmed the opacity, and I would draw on top of it to see if There's something that need to be changed. Over here, it was starting to look like me, more like me, and I was starting to like it. I was like, okay, let's clean it up. And you can see this key was that the key that I want to be saying book. Yeah, more fun. So, because I kept looking at the other one, see if this actually looks accurate enough and doesn't look like two different people that I'm trying to morph into each other. Because sometimes that happens. You create a character, and by the time you're done and you start animating it, and it just looks like two different people, one morphing into the other. So you want to also make sure that it kind of look the same. Yeah. Yeah, over here actually I started moving it. I moved it a little bit because I wanted a little bit of a distance to kind of make it interesting. I didn't want it to be just in one spot. So I kept, also I had to remember to actually save it. But also because I think I had made this on a different, not on a HD measurement, so I had to move it into a different setup so I can actually see how it looks. And here I went back in, I got the sound back because I have a whole thing of sound, like it's too long, so because I'm gonna add more animation, so I had to cut that little version that I shared today so I can come back and bring it in TV Paint and start the animation. So over here I'm bringing it in TV Paint, and I'm looking at it and I'm seeing what it looks like and how great it is. So after I was done, I started the animation, and I was actually challenging myself with this animation because I was like, you usually would like start with keys and then breakdowns and connecting drawings. What I actually did on this one, I decided over here I was actually deciding the brush. Also, it was fun. So I decided that this video I was going to actually, instead of doing breakdowns, I was gonna divide the whole thing in fours, right? I was gonna have a drawing every 4th frame, and then I'm gonna go back in and add like secondary actions and some acting and stuff. So it was probably not that much of a good idea because it took me a little longer, because like connecting those two drawings was a little hard. But again, you get to experiment. That's the cool thing about being an artist. You get to challenge yourself. Like in this one, I was challenging. There's a very, very, my hero, it's a good animator. His name is Richard Williams. So he has in a lot of the things he talks about how you have to get the breakdowns first and connect your drawings better and stuff. So for me, I was like, can I just connect my drawings and do the breakdowns as I go every 4th frame? That's what I was thinking. But it didn't really. If you are an animator and you were thinking if you can challenge that, you can, but it will probably take you more time on some connecting drawings if you don't plan them ahead of the time. So, and what I actually learned in this video is that it's always important to have well thought out keys, because it really, really helped me when I start animating and adding more drawing. So what I would advise any animator is to make sure that you really plan your keys, because planning my keys really made my animation smoother and easy. And also, this was the first time I've actually tried to animate an almost real human character. It's actually very, very important to make sure that your keys are well done, because it gets a little tough. You can see over here I started cleaning up my keys and also animating. So you can see like my eyes, this is changing. Now this third drawing that I got on, for the people that do animation, sometimes it's really, there's no formula. It really depends on how you come in and how you are figuring it out. Like over here, what I usually do, I will animate. As I said, I was animating every 4 frame. So as I was going, I was looking at my expressions, and also I was listening to the dialogue. What would be this place saying? So at every 4 frame, I was also listening what the dialogue was saying, so I can actually get the dialogue correct, the emotion of that dialogue particularly correct. And over here you can see I'm still really adding like connecting drawings. I haven't really started doing any in between, so I was still figuring out the positions of my connecting drawings. And it's funny because I made this as I went. And also I think I'm gonna go back on the right hand. I think I'm definitely gonna go back and correct it, and it's gonna be fun. I might actually do a video also about how do you correct a already finished animation if you wanted to correct something. In this case it's really not a big deal because the attention is really on the face, but I don't like the right hand. I'm definitely gonna go back in and do some correcting on it. Animation is more of a time-consuming work, but it's really not as scary as it looks or it sounds. And I think a lot of people are scared of animation because you don't really have a plan. There are many people that can actually help you with that, so you can actually get a little bit of the fear off to just start. I think the biggest thing to me, I feel like, is to start. You have to start at some point. You can't keep feeling like it's too much work, it's tedious and all these things, and then you don't start. But I'll say it's very important to start, but don't just go with just do it. Because it's so much work, you have to be very intentional, and you have to make sure that you're not coming back at it and you are angry at yourself that you just wasted your time. So there are many people that can help you. There is a guy, his name is Aaron Blaze. He's very good, and also the good thing about him, you can actually watch him as he draw on YouTube for free. But it also has a website, and you can actually get some courses and learn how to draw, learn how to animate. He also teaches about painting. So he got so much that he taught me a lot. And also the other guy that, if you really want to dive deep into animation and be able to tackle anything, the other guy that will definitely help you, his name is Richard William. He wrote a book called The ANIMATE Survival Kit. So if you can definitely grab the book. He also has like 16 DVDs where he explains with videos, and it's amazing. So those two guys, for me, they're the people that actually have really taught me a lot in the art. But the other thing that tend to really block us as artists is because we think about things like inspirations and I need to feel it before I do it. I think that's not accurate. I think you have to kind of get up and create a mood, create space where you can get up anytime and go in and do it. So I have started this channel because I really want to share about animation, and I want to make this process for a lot of people shorter, because for me the process was too long, and it could have been shorter if somebody was actually sharing certain things about animation. So that's why I even started this channel. If you are into animation, please come back. I'm gonna be sharing a lot of things I learn every animation I do, and every week I am going to share an animation about animation. I'm gonna share something about animation. This is definitely something that I think I'm gonna be doing for a long time. At least I'm gonna try to share longer videos so I can really break down things I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And like, this video is more descriptive, but I will be coming back with videos where I will show you in details how to attack certain things and how to figure out certain things and how to find solutions. So if you really love animation, stay tuned, come back, and we can definitely learn more things. As I learn, I will share, and hopefully everything gets to be easy for you and you get to understand. Over here, I started adding some in between. As I say, if you are really interested in doing a very good animation, what I learned is that you have to make sure that your keys are well done. When you get your keys well done, everything is easy. So I'll probably do a video especially for that. I also want to do a video about how do you flip from one drawing to the next, so when you're animating, so it's easier for you. I think that's something that I struggled with. If anybody's struggling, I'm definitely going to do a video about it, and we all gonna learn.